What is it? You ought at least rest for... Only don't go rushing off before you're ready.
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the town.
We would be ill-advised to proceed without light.
What purpose does this contraption serve? Perhaps you might investigate, Arisen.
The pawns will be ready to respond. Whatever the outcome.
Well now, I'm a lucky man. Thought I was waiting here for naught. But when someone finally does come along, 'tis you. I've always wanted a real fight with you, one-on-one. Here's my chance. You're not holding back on me, are you, Sir Arisen?
It is Sir Ragnar, Master. You've not heard a whisper of the man since you parted ways at the cave, yet there he stands.
He seems to desire a balance. You want to fight him alone. We shall await you here. Best of luck to you.
This is absurd.
An incomparable feat, but we cannot revel in your triumph. We must press on.
dragon. Heed my call. Your will is mine to command. Curses. This arrival of the true Risen is most inopportune. Sovereign of Vermin, the ritual must not be disturbed. Let not the Arisen approach. You can manage that, I trust.
It is of vital import that we have a word with Lord Phases. The Pretender need not be present.
I will protect you.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Your efforts are for naught, Arisen. Now, simply watch as this world's hollow and fruitless order is remade by my hand. The ritual is complete. The dragon comes. Behold! The Royce Dragon! By my power, the Dogma of Dragons is unmade. You could ne'er understand, Arisen. We must all be freed from the vulgar order wherein the dragon's existence determines all.
Arisen, you've doomed us all to the cycle. And you...
Greetings, Arisen. Hast thou summoned the resolution to face me? Then answer me this. Why dost thou fight? Is it to reclaim thy flesh, thy stolen heart? Or is it to reclaim thy throne? I offer thee a choice. Grant unto me this life in my claws, and be gone from this place. Or stand and fight. Pitiable Arisen. The time for thou to make thy choice is come. Show me the path thou wouldst walk. Go, and thou shalt live to claim thy coveted throne. Fight for thy life is forfeit. Thou wilt face the dragon's dogma. Intriguing. This must fulfill our charges. I, as the dragon, and thou as the Arisen. Climb upon me. We shall depart for our true battlefield.
Thou wishest to dismantle the world's will, just as I do. Yet dost thou know what awaiteth the world, should it meet such a fate? Would become a fleeting, fragile, vacuous thing, bereft of the cycle. Naught would be born into its same chaos, great and terrible. Surviving in such a world would be no simple matter. Shall not change with my death, nor shall it change with thine. Consider, Arisen, how it is thou came to be. How have the once closed paths before thee come to be cleared? Think well, Arisen, at rest, perhaps. I will know thine answer through the strength of thy will. Thou shalt get a swathe through the false benevolence enshrouding this world. Arisen, pitiable soul tossed by the winds of fate. Wilt thou slay me, or be slain? I know not how this story endeth. The outcome was determined in a time before reckoning. And yet, Arisen, born of a helpless faith there is made me. Perchance it is thy will, and thine alone, that couldst contest the great will of this world. Thou art too late. The hour is upon us. We must decide a victor, and in so doing, form a link in the chain that bindeth this wheel. Tell me, Arisen, what is thy desire? Is it to slay the dragon, thereby living seek conflict with mighty foe?
Be sure to give its breath a wide berth. Evade it carefully. Just watch for it open.
Ballista up on your cliff will greatly aid us in this battle if we can but reach it.
Well, the quickest way would be to grab hold of the dragon and wait for it to take wing.
So, here we are. The fated battle is upon us.
We always knew it would be a battle hard won.
Our destiny lies with the Arisen. I shall not fail you. Evade its fiery breath and strike every repulse.
Really now? The dragon's magics are fierce and mighty. Take care they do not catch you unawares.
Leave this to me. I'm distracted. Now, Master! Give no quarter! Its heart is not vulnerable.
That means getting within range of its core. Be wary.
Its loathsome heart in sight.
By will alone doth the world form a ring, an unending cycle. All is preordained, even my death at thine hands. Yet perhaps thy will is great enough to put an end to it.
Why do you pursue me, Arisen? You have fulfilled your charge, are you not satisfied? Seek you greater status? Perhaps to rule the world entire? Tis power you desire, you need merely spy out the path.
The choice is thine, Arisen. By thy will alone can the course of the winds of fate be altered.
You would still resist your fate. Understand you the folly of such a decision. Even the beating of your reclaimed heart was born of the great will of this world. Yet you would abandon it. Everything in this world, all that you have come to know as reality, is the creation of the great will. Should that will be lost, no mortal being can survive. However, if regret yet assails your spirit, then perhaps you should reaffirm your choice. Witness with your own eyes, or through the eyes of another, the fate of this world.
Thou wishest to dismantle the world's will, just as I do. Yet dost thou know what awaiteth the world, should it meet such a fate? Would become a fleeting, fragile, vacuous thing, bereft of the cycle. Naught would be born into its same chaos, great and terrible.
No, stay away.
Pray. Turn back.
Leave now, while you can.
You have strayed, Arisen. And for what? Lest you forget. You have a world where you belong. There, you are to fell the great evil in your path and rule the people as their sovereign. For that is who you are. And it is my wish that you should live out that life of purpose. The time has come for you to return. Go. My children shall see you there safely.
Let us go home. Together.
To a world under your rightful rule.
To a world all your own.
This is your will? Then behold, a world unmerciful, bereft the benevolent hands of gods. You find it strange. But this is your world. Alas, if only you had chosen to become sovereign. At the end of your travails, you could have ruled over these lands in perpetual peace. Yet that world of limitless possibilities has ended. You stand now upon its remains. The vestiges of a world that could have been so much more. Innumerable wills have served to deliver this world from extinction time and time again. You alone have refused to carry out that great purpose. What you see before you is the consequence of your apathy. Behold. As 'twill ne'er be read, this world will soon cease to exist. In the blink of an eye, the sickle of oblivion will reap aught that you have known. I would advise you not to waste these last moments. Perhaps, in doing so, you shall come to see the truth, and know the wretchedness of a world unworthy of being chronicled. How shall you fare, I wonder? Will you endure in this world, abandoned and unprotected?
arrived well enough. Where to next?
Would that I knew more of this word's structure.
Not much going on. If this experiment...
Ah, arisen. I suspected as much, given that your pawn still remains. One might hypothesize that your pawn is sustained by your vital essence. Or perhaps something more. In any case, we ought to apprise one another of the situation. Is there aught you would know? Indeed. In your absence, I had hoped your pawn might yield me some information. But as you have returned, I would hear the truth from your lips. Tell me, Arisen, what became of you this past month? So, following your plunge into the sea on the dragon's back, some mysterious presence reached out to you. Could that have been the World Forged? Yet why would such a being linger in those fathomless depths? I can only speculate. And speculate I shall. This ought to prove a fruitful avenue of investigation. For that, I thank you. Now, if you can find a way to end this...
Oh, Master. How long I've slept. Far too long, it seems. But worry not. Now that I am awake, I shall follow where What has become of the world? Would that there were someone who could explain. This madness.
Come to think of it, did not Sir Rotheus speak of releasing the world from its bonds in the seafloor shrine?
If this is indeed the world unbound, then perhaps we ought to seek out his wisdom. If this is indeed the world unbound, then perhaps we ought to seek out his wisdom.
Improve upon this order.
Over here, if you please.
Spartan. You must regain your footing. I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Though we may not die in battle, it is a far cry from being invincible. I'm feeling exceptionally fine today. Well, I happen to know better.
Arisen! I knew you loved this world too.
The month I spent with Lord Phases was a queer experience indeed. I was conscious of nothing. Nothing, that is, save your presence, Master. Full glad am I that we have been reunited.
'Twas an ordeal indeed, and there is much for us to ponder. But for now we must find a means to forge ahead.
This world is far from... What a pitiful...
If you wish it, I shall not move from this spot.
I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings.
Since times of... Remember, draconic blood... Blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Then I bid ye farewell.
You haven't forgotten us, have you, Master?
You saw the sky fall, I trust. And wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon appears to lay waste to the land. Or so I had assumed, after what befell Melv. Yet aught here appears to be different. I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to unraveling the origins of this cataclysm.
The direct path through the gap in those rocks is somehow obstructed. We shall have...
Many paths are closed to us now. On account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction. I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
Still.
For a fight? This is my end. Son of bitches.
Fight, but I can take ye.
How's about I put you out of your misery? That'll teach you. Another wobbly son of a bitch. What? Not go. This ain't my
To me! I have you! Wait a moment.
Principles unproven are as dust on the wind.
Seems this is the only way forward. Enough dallying. Follow me. A fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst is now behind us.
Naught can be achieved without sacrifice.
Counting on you. Don't let me down now.
Stop that!
Alas, a theory unproven is of little practical use. Few know the real nature of the dragon.
Beast foul powers are twice as terrible in the flesh.
One monster down and 2 more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective.
There must be a way out of this. Ice's sting is yours to wield.
On my way.
Only truly impartial observers can perceive it.
There it is. The dragon at the heart of all this destruction.
I feel indomitable. Whatever comes, I shall rise to meet it.
Never did I imagine such a dragon could exist. 'Tis a glad thing we fell.
We've naught to ponder but our success, for come what may, we will. Triumph. And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings? Serpents, Master! Be on your guard!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Feeling weary? Not me. I dare say I can lift an ox.
Well done.
Not live to regret this.
Thought fell from the beast as it breathed its last. I'll combine my magic with yours. My cast the spell more. And our quarry shall fall!
It's easily done.
Focus! A moment of indecision may spell our doom!
Yes, of course. I see it now.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair!
Most of all, knock its feet out from under, and strike ere it recovers.
Shall come to you. The Arisen's magics have been sealed.
your balance on an incline this sharp could be perilous. Skeletons! Salt and bone?
Nicely done.
I can do no less in service to the original.
I can do that.
Feast your eyes on this! Your magical aid has dissipated. Pray cast it anew.
On my way!
I cannot begin to fathom what will become of the world after this.
In truth, I cannot help but fear what lies ahead. Yet I shall defend our master's world all the same.
No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. I am he who brought the dragon low, and o'er its bones raised the proud kingdom of Vermin. Despite the magnitude of my feat, I was dissatisfied and sought ere greater heights, till at last I ruled the world entire. Thus did I come to know of the Watching One. The being by whose many eyes and ears no one or thing in this world goes unobserved. As to the purpose with which they watch, I know not. Yet I did divine one thing. This world has lain neath the Watching One's unwavering gaze ere the dawn of its history. I despaired at this discovery, for if all is but a stage, did that not render my hard-won glories, my throne astride the world, mere spectacles for the all-seeing eye to watch? Aye, 'twas all a farce,
And I, the fool, exulting in my wooden crown. Do you understand, newest of the Arisen? This is why I sought to fell the Watching One. Alas, though I cut down all who seemed false, be they man or woman, human or beastly, young or old, I did not succeed. Indeed, my efforts led only to my own ruin. I was dubbed the Mad Sovereign, and by the hand of a new Arisen, consigned to this place forevermore. Yet, I can only assume that you have achieved what I could not. How else to explain the changes I sense in the world? Ah, what bitter gall that I cannot witness the outcome for myself. Falter not, newest of the Arisen, for your path is just. And, fading spirit though I am, I may yet summon those who can be of aid to you.
I see you have returned, Arisen One. The Mad Sovereign has called, and so we answer. If you would save the people of this world from ruin, lead them here. For this place may chance to escape the coming destruction.
I imagine the people of this world will welcome the tidings that there is a place of refuge. Awaiting them. We seem to have arrived without issue, but are we safe here?
You've pushed your luck too far. I'll not take that from you.
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
So, Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who started it.
No, you don't understand. This is no time for the people of Batal to be quarreling amongst themselves. We shan't weather this calamity unless we can recall our common purpose and unite our efforts towards it. Ah, Sir Arisen. You are returned, I see. With the world in such disarray, I could not stand to be away from my homeland. Thus did I return, to render what aid I may. I maintain order as best I can, but for every fire I extinguish, it seems 3 more are incited behind my back. But enough of my woes. What brings you here? You wish us to evacuate? Mayhap the idea merits some thought. After all, if we sit on our haunches, 'tis likely only a matter of time before we share the fate of Mel. Alas, the people of Batal are far from united in purpose at present. Should we proceed, unheeding of their divisions, I fear that our efforts would come undone ere long. With every soul at their wits' end, as such, before we take any measures, I would have you walk amongst the people, Sir Arisen. Behold their plight with your own eyes, and should you encounter any discord, pray do aught you can to resolve the people's Such efforts will doubtless allow the As for me, my...
Flared tempers are understandable, given the circumstances. Let us aid in mediating the quarrels arising in Back Batal.
I quite agree.
Another.
My services don't come cheap. Mind. Come again when you've more coin to...
You're just riding on your father's coattails!
You slander my honor, sir! I demand a duel. This is no business of yours. Be gone!
Now, Nara, let's not be too hasty. If we are to duel, we ought to have a witness. Otherwise, who's to say the victor fought with honor?
Aye, true enough. Without a witness, either of us could simply kill the other, then disavow the use of any underhandedness. Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while I take this scoundrel to task? You have my gratitude, sir.
Have at you!
Stay back, lest you get caught in the fray. How cruel!
Have you lost your wits? Keep your distance!
Keep back! I do not wish to injure you. You won't let them get the better of you.
Shit! This ain't good. What to make of this?
Mercy!
Few are privy to the goings-on in the Forbidden Magic Research Lab, even among the Batali.
I admit it. I underestimated your skill. The loss is mine.
Nay, 'twas I who underestimated you. I'd thought to score an easy victory, but you fought fair and capably.
We owe you a debt, sir. 'Tis were it not for your timely appearance, I'd wager this nonsense might have cost one of us their life.
Indeed. Better to hone our respective...
It seems some things can only be resolved by crossing blades, but I doubt they'll quarrel again after this.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Oi! I saw it first. Phew, trust a flea-ridden hide.
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Batal is your land.
You there! You couldn't have come at a better time. Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into it. If that's what you think, why don't you mind your own business?
All right, clear off.
Stop this, father! Thank you, sir. I'll be sure to share it.
You mean with me? For true? Thanks. I'm half starved.
Oi, leave my kid alone.
You're not some child snatcher, are you?
Wait. You shared your food with them. Thank you, sir. As for you, Nomos, it would seem we were both but looking out for our children, hey?
Aye. Mayhap we're not so different after all. And we've both...
The desire to protect one's kin transcends race and culture. It just goes to show we're none of us so different.
A result to be proud of.
I've had well enough of your nitpicking.
I reckon the world would be better off without you.
Oi, you! Don't go...
Aye, leave off or...
This
isn't good.
Not go unpunished.
Not the best you can do.
Have you lost your bloody mind?
Reckon you can just cut us down in the street? What's the matter with you? Eh? Fine, fine. We'll set our squabble aside for today, so bother us no more.
people!
Ah, Sir Arisen. In Lesk, the people of Batal are beginning to see that they must stand together if they are to survive this calamity. We shall see the fruits of your labors when the time comes to evacuate. Pray, return to Empress Nadinia and apprise her of your doings. Heavens only know how many lives you have saved this day. I hope you will accept.
Suppose that's enough for me, eh? I'm done for, aren't I?
Might not the Seafloor Shrine provide a place of refuge for the people of this land? 'Twould protect them from the Red Cloud's advance, if only for a time.
But will the people do as we suggest? The crux of the problem is how best to convince them.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Rattlers are upon us!
Let me get that. When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame. Let my magic strike with elemental boom.
You'll not live to regret this.
I've never felt more alive. Say it. Trounced our foe well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strike. To better ourselves with every battle. That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Her Majesty has begun her supplication.
Stay your hand, Vera. Come hither. We would speak with you. One of our ministers informs us that you have been espied in the city. You have our gratitude for your efforts, which have doubtless bettered the fate of this nation and its citizenry. Your journey continues, does it not?
We pray excuse the interruption, Your Majesty, but I fear time is upon us. I would see you prepared for the road ahead.
Indeed. Forgive us, but we must take our leave. Farewell.
Batal and the rest town are now safely evacuated. I am certain we can
That was certainly worthwhile.
I fear for the arbor.
Red with fury.
What
have we done to earn its
the very world.
Elelote and fear and osto silfa malantha alecano mine in Fair avehum. Angudu telpe.
After we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot, I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet.
Any monster we
unflinchingly, however fearsome it may be.
Quite the view from up here. Can we see how high I can scale?
Splendid. Give an opening.
quarry shall fall!
No quarrel here.
No means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. My magic with yours. You might cast the spell, Lord. No harm shall come to you.
Even the armor heart could not safeguard this place from the fiend's onslaught.
Let us not miss this chance to strike it. The creature is defeated. Here's hoping this will be enough to forestall the Red Cloud's advance for a while.
I fear for the arbor.
My friend, how glad I am to see you yet live. When word reached me of your uncanny disappearance, I admit I feared the worst. What has become of this world? Our people fear for the future. We cannot be sure we will be safe here, yet this place is all we know, all we have. You think we need to evacuate? I see. And you know of a place where we might find refuge? I should gladly follow you. Nonetheless, we can but try. Come.
As Arborist, Sir Taliesin is the leader of the Elven people. Let us follow our guide, that we might speak with him.
Right you are.
Findelnar, ne veo norwende lis kemen, moriven lis erumar meltol netara.
Kasinke telpe nun findaler, nun mor arda her. Fionar elwe arfarne nenwen sur orne, I avstir lalastar. Nun falesmir magananon?
Mornambue roth enfane avasilmines fana. Nevea tara morevin. Lis fa aldakar kemen rose oi andil. Kemen rose elame mor orne arenca liasu? Li arranca su morevin. Lia morevin onduiroth mine falis ne kenalien martir. Palan venis in heranon eluisoronne eruor.
Nullis amanda kill angadur fenor.
Kemen rose andil soron russa ne karilm il rato. Ne chiamenran en firiav la sestir. E jame via angamar en adaia. Moretele erando morivun telume?
Findelnar, morivin les charmenan? Nefa oio sur. Airando vanitol marantar. Minas vana toralia.
Alcarwa fir nun eldaya. Ane martir, tindome ingarina fa alme Alcarwa? Et aler, lea fermor eldalia eralotte. Sorne an fameltol, vanelin hyror soron, kasinke telpe nun findaler. Lera nefir heranon, anne arte her firnis, nullis amanda kill angadur.
Only time will tell whether the cutting shall take root. For now, let us make for the seafloor shrine.
Of course.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
I feel nigh invincible.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
Kasinke telpe nun findaler. Lera nefir heranon, anne arte her firnis. Aidalia anandor, nun lintan. Heror...
Nenambue javstir uru findelnar. Liateren ayale. Kemen ros uru neteren, neromen anartelpe minasvana. Nun kemenros osto luin eldalia, ne kemen vea alcarua.
Luintarme kinalen meltol, parante lume an lis, ne kemen kayainjo nun sil. Ne meltol linkan aldacar an fir nun fiamor. Morivin paran vanis tiel?
Palan chiarmenran, lis fa arnefane. Elorato Allah, Unmoor arda her. Firnis an erumar isil rod, nenwen mor aiwanon. Alcarwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur carilm. Iavstir lalasta, nun falasmir.
I thank you, friend. It would be no exaggeration to say that you have saved my people.
Your fight continues, does it not? Be well, and come back safe.
I cannot help but see
New faces in the
More must be urged to evacuate.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movements of the clouds.
Pray they ne'er put gold in my pocket.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
Suppose I'm tired.
Ah, my friend. Full glad am I to see you safe. All the more so in these calamitous times. If you have come on pressing matters, might I ask you to first bring them to Captain Brant? I have come to depend upon his counsel, truth be told.
Our soldiers need better training.
This is quite a quandary.
I didn't sleep a wink last night.
It's a bit early for a rest as yet.
Teach him a lesson he will soon forget. Try all the lights and decent sleep.
Train. None of us is guaranteed tomorrow.
Your Majesty, how glad I am to see you safe. The end of the world. Are things truly so dire? Though, I am aware of the dragon attack on Melv. We received word that naught but a smoking ruin remains. 'Twas a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. However, without a clear path, we and the Guard shall be hard-pressed to forestall the impending crisis. You would have me evacuate the city? I see. Mayhap 'twould be for the best. Ever since the fall of Melv, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that their homes are next to be assailed. If there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, I believe we have naught to lose by seeking sanctuary. But I doubt I could convince the people of this city to abandon their homes, however terrified they may be. Methinks your majesty would do better to ask this of the Regent King. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, His Grace has been the one keeping order here in Vermont. If the people will heed anyone, 'tis him.
Maintaining order in Vermont must be quite a burden upon the young Regent King. Let us aid him however we may.
I am well aware of the particulars.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to... assist you.
Always a pleasure.
Only person I believe in is myself.
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
Only person I believe in is myself.
So you've come. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal. A full-scale evacuation of the citizenry. Truth be told, I had reached the same conclusion. So long as we cower within these walls, we must live in fear of... My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors. The only remaining obstacle, I have tried to make her see. However, I must put the... Now, we will require... Might I prevent... You may assure him that the...
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals come back scarce. Between you and me, I fear for... Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? But I shall go to the grave with a smile on my lips, for I have no regrets. All I did, So do as you will. What are you doing? Unhand me at once! Guards, help me!
have brought Mother to me. I see.
Sven.
You may leave us. Now that we can speak without a door twixt us, I am confident that I can persuade her. This was in Mother's room. I did wonder where it had gotten off to. But why would she... Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign solely for your own benefit. Yet in truth, you sought to better the lot of our people.
Ah, but I would have benefited. And handsomely at that. Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud. I wished to see my own son on the throne, and no other.
Even so, I cannot help but feel that all of this could have been avoided, had I only been more attentive. If I had but better known your heart, I could have shared. You would not have had to suffer alone, and perhaps...
Oh, Sven.
Mother, I beg you, join the evacuation. You need not fall with this city. I would not see you take your crimes wholly on your own shoulders. That weight is as much mine to bear as 'tis yours.
My son, you truly would make a fine and goodly ruler. Your kindness will save many lives. Of that I have no doubt.
This armor's seen better days. Naught compares to a real battle.
Quiet at last. Quiet at last. Back to it, I suppose. Oh,
When
got
does
to
my
keep
watch
moving.
hubris is known to us enemy?
Such quiet. Our soldiers need better training.
Oh, very well. Back to your side I go.
Bed calls, and I shan't resist.
As long as I get my gold, who takes the carts is no concern of mine.
We have chartered the ox carts as requested. 'Tis a pleasant change for things to go so smoothly, eh, Master?
Splendid.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
Ah, you've returned. How fares your procurement of those carts? You do? My thanks. That puts paid to the last of our preparations. I will inform the citizenry forthwith.
such peace.
Naught compares to a real vow.
To arrest us. Yes, I've heard new recruits could barely lift their swords.
When does my want?
I find myself hard pressed to respond.
Couldn't hurt to put my feet to the moment.
I'm in it now.
This is my life.
You wish me to return? At once, Master.
These are troubled times, but rest assured, our door... shall remain open, and you know where to find me.
I fear I've no wisdom to offer.
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
I suppose I should stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
Have we purchased all that we require? We ought to review the contents of our packs, just to be sure.
Vernworth is home to many dozens, each with their own lives, their own joys and struggles. Rather fascinating.
'Tis a vast place. I wonder how many corners we have left to explore.
We're under attack!
Standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early glimpse into the worm, as they say. Not sure why, but I'm feeling exceptionally fine today.
repair.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Lord save our best, Lord.
Impeccably timed, Arisen. Ox carts aren't operating anymore, are they? Which is perfectly understandable, albeit rather inconvenient.
Will the day ever come when we might employ one?
Dropped something.
I am here by your side.
Let my magic strike with elemental food.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
has passed by our efforts, if only for a time.
I'll go and open the chest.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
So many happy voices.
Hope today's rules are plentiful.
You're no fisher.
I enjoy this work, though.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs. What am I supposed to do?
Fancy a look at my wares? Always a pleasure.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
This is my first time clapping eyes on such an item. I expect my own master has yet to even discover it.
Ah, I remember you. What brings you to the encampment? It is a miracle you're still alive. Though I dare say that's true of all of us. Oh? You believe we ought to evacuate? Well, you've traveled far indeed to deliver these tidings. Farther, I dare say, than anyone would go for the sake of an idle jest. If we must leave, we shall have to begin preparations at once. But I think we're a bit short on hands to attend to all that must be done. In fact, there's a rather delicate matter that I could use some help with. A blacksmith and his wife dwell on the encampment outskirts. Might you escort them here, so that they can join the evacuation? The smith, GtaV, is a man of good sense. But as for his wife... well, suffice to say, Cleuna has always been a contentious sort. She'd have naught to do with us, given the choice, and isn't likely to take kindly to the arrival of any of my knights on her doorstep. I can only hope that she will be more willing to listen to you, a third party, as to her. And while you're taking care of that, I will see to it that the encampment is made ready to depart with all due haste.
A ballista is a ranged weapon.
Oh, I can think of all manner of uses for a contraption such as this. Might we not lay a trap for our enemies?
Behold! It moves! For what impelled it? I go forth, Talos! May you strike down any dragon in your path!
The statue has stirred from its slumber. Where do we go now? It does not appear poised to attack us. Let us keep watch for the time being.
Arisen. I should have expected you may yet linger here.
Astonishing! It repelled the red clouds.
But now the statue is broken. Shame, really.
I see you do not relent. Your persistence is most intriguing. What is it that impels you, my boy? Alas, would that the world had not come to this. For I am certain that your tale would have been a glorious one. Yet, 'twas not to be. You need only cast your gaze upward to glimpse the futility of your defiance.
How dare you!
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Reinforcements? Would that we had such resources.
On my way!
You're no soldier, are you? I'd not recommend camping. You'll await neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof over your... I hope at least. Much obliged.
Living's hard. Dreams terrorist I'll sleep like a lot.
Whatever foes call this their home must be unique.
The field of battle is wont to pit us against our fellows, but that does not make cutting them down easier to bear.
True enough. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? There's no spice as savory as eating outdoors.
I feel indomitable. Whatever comes, I shall rise to meet it. better with two. Allow me.
Mind your aim is steady.
Do not waste this chance. Let us press home our advantage.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. As your pack becomes heavier, so too does your step. Perchance you have to let a few things go.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost. That's quite a large boulder, but methinks 'twill budge if we combine our strength.
Would anyone care to push?
Watch for the hobgoblin!
I shan't let them harm you. I will finish this, here and now.
Ice's sting is yours to wield. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? You must cleanse yourself with that oil. Post haste. Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it?
Well now, whatever brings you here? These are perilous times to be wandering about. You'd have us evacuate with the encampment? I am touched by your kindness, friend, but we'll manage on our own. I couldn't bear to be pressed in among those crowds.
Now, now, I'll hear none of that. I'll see you to safety, my dear, come hell or high water. Besides, I should hope this good soul has earned your trust by now. Helped me out of a tight spot on more than one occasion, if you'll recall. After all that goodwill and the long trek out here to warn us, we'd seem mighty ungrateful, turning our back on another helping hand extended only in kindness.
Oh, very well, my love, if you insist. Would you be so kind as to escort us to our destination?
Let us see our charges to the encampment. But be mindful. The path seems much changed since last we walked it.
A result to be proud of.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Is there any need to travel with so many sorcerers?
With the right strategy, we shall make a fine team.
Such treasures are seldom found.
How exciting! My heart is fit to burst. Arisen. I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
It seems they bear us ill will! You truly are formidable, Arisen.
Now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught. I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Tis no small wonder that ox carts have ceased operation, given the state of things.
A shame, but the roads have grown ever more perilous of late.
I'm tired. Life's been pretty kind to me.
I'm unsure how best to proceed.
Would you be so kind as to the smith's wife, Cleuna? Would you be the smith's wife, Cleuna?
Very well. I shall return.
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins, I wonder?
Would you find Ser Ernesto and tell him we've arrived? Let him know that we'll wait here till...
Sir, I implore you to reconsider. Surely you can see that the situation is dire.
How many times must I say it? I'll not be ordered about. Not by ye, not by anyone. Now bugger off and leave me alone.
Ah, good. I'm afraid there's another. It concerns the fellow. The man's something of a... I sought him out, I must confess. Could I prevent this point? Methinks it...
Sir Lamond is as mighty as 100 soldiers. 'Twould be...
Fancy meeting ye here, cuz. Did you want something? Not this again. I'm here to live my life as I see fit. I'll not be ordered about by anyone. Not even ye. Oh, bollocks. Of course ye'd make a decent request like that. Aye, fine. I'll do it. Seeing as ye're the one asking. Can't say I'll be glad to leave this place behind, but you've my word. I'll get them to safety.
Sir Lamond shall be a boon to the evacuation effort. Let us inform Sir Ernesto of our success.
I cannot thank you enough for all you've done. We shall fare much better on the road with Sir Lamond's arm to defend us. 'Twill be slow going, mind. We have wounded whom we must accommodate. Yet, come what may, I swear to see them all to safe harbor.
The people of Volcanic Island are evacuated. May they make it through the impending...
I suppose 'tis so.
A mechanism for hauling freight. And it looks as if it could bear a significant load.
Might we not avail ourselves?
Our foe is poorly balanced on one leg. Give it a shove, and 'twill come crashing down. Dare to assist?
Before this madness ends.
You've been warned. I shan't be responsible for your lives if you decide not to listen.
Crystal strength arisen!
Let the power of ice turn against our foes.
I'm not sure why, but I'm feeling exceptionally fine today.
I'd gladly accompany... Follow me. You'll see what I mean.
We've naught to ponder but our success, for come what may, we will triumph.
'Tis a jail of sorts, this place. A compound where we set captured pawns to work. They were supposed to be digging up old ruins or some such. I confess, I don't know all of the ins and outs of the operation. Underlings like myself were given orders, and little else, you see. Well, here you have it. They've been like this for a month straight now. They refuse to leave. You might as well try talking to a wall. I know they don't die like we do, but it seems cruel to abandon them here, all the same. I never wanted to be here, you know, taking part in all of this. The enslavement of pawns doesn't sit well with me. I suppose that's why I can't bring myself to leave them behind. Either that, or the current state of the world helps to put things in perspective. At any rate, I've tried everything I can think of to get them out, but naught's done any good.
The command came a month ago or more. We are to remain here, and...
I implore you, Arisen. Take me with you.
So they're staying here because they were ordered to remain. And they told you that, did they? Strange. I couldn't get a word out of them. But never mind that. More importantly, you've given me an inkling of the problem at hand. 'Twas the Overseer's doing, methinks. When the world changed, that craven up and ran for his life. But on his way out, he used that artifact they call the God's Way to command the pawns to protect him. I expect that order of his is what the pawns were referring to. But why would they continue to obey when the man is long gone? Listen, friend, I've a thought. If the Overseer's command is indeed still in effect, it could be that he is lurking somewhere not far from here. Use that key to have a look around. Best keep your eyes peeled for the Overseer as well.
Twould seem we need not always travel by foot, if novel inventions such as this are to be found.
I dare say there'd be no harm in using this.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
So the pawns were being held here by the power of this Godsway. Now they ought to be free to make good their escape.
Splendid.
So, there was naught left of the Overseer but bones, eh? I'll wager he thought to take the pawns with him to the grave. He always was a spiteful old goat. At any rate, I'm well grateful for your aid, friend. Now that the pawns are on their feet, methinks I can get them to safety. I only hope they'll heed my words as they have yours. But I'm not worried. I'll find a way to reach them in time, no doubt. My word! Isn't this the Godsway? With this, I'll be able to guide the pawns to the refuge without delay. Now there's no chance of any of them. It seems I've no end of things to thank you for. I appreciate all you've done here.
It's strange to think a Godsway would be used to guide my brethren to safety, after all the woe they have caused us.
Not bad, all things considered.
You seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side. Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
Skeletons! These fiends will resurrect so long as their skulls remain intact. But fear not, I shall gladly smash every last one.
Ice's sting is yours to wield.
No harm shall come to you.
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Priority is to douse those flames.
Rogues are into weakness, but they will recover over time. We must focus our attacks upon them.
We don't have any hope of this. We must ensure every tool attack is hard exposure.
Strike hard enough, we might not have to do this twice.
Focused attack will end this foe.
Quite the view from up here. Let me see how high I can scale.
Splendid.
Are you all right?
Too weak to lightning strike.
Let's test that thing.
Scrapes and grated, but nothing of consequence. Is a simple-minded creature by all appearances. We can easily redirect its focus with our attacks.
By your leave.
I'll combine my magic with yours. You might cast the spell here.
That creature clad in draconic form made my stomach churn.
Full glad I was to see it felled.
I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way? Follow me, then. Unless you doubt my sense of direction. Could you come over here? Good. We're here. Minion harpies and their venom are not to be trifled with.
It's difficult to explain, but I feel as if I am possessed of a greater power. You needn't command me at every turn. I know what to do.
You must remain calm, else all will be lost. Curative magics have the opposite effect on reanimated dead.
Tis an irony, but one that can work in our favor.
Quite agree.
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but do you recall when I was fervently defending you with sword and shield? Now that I've become a monk, take the power of ice and turn it against our foes.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
In and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
On my way!
The undead have risen to face us! Your magical aid has dissipated. Pray cast it anew.
Arisen. I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
Perhaps 'tis time we returned to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds.
And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
Might as well take a look while you're here. Ray, many thanks.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds. But here, at least, you'll find a bit of peace and quiet.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
The red clouds are suffused with ill intent. Might they not be someone's will made manifest?
There is little to be done about so lofty a foe. Yet we must try to find a means of dealing with them.
Go again.
If we must, let us finish this quickly.
By your leave. These people are only defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Thank you, Master. I only hope I did not disappoint.
Feast your eyes this!
Focus your strength, Arisen!
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Many thanks. This is for you. Take
knowing your limits does not make you weak.
Poison is a nasty affliction. Not bad.
It's a bit early to be saying the enemy yet remains.
How might I be alone?
Flow of time is not as it should be.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
We must not let down our guard.
No harm shall come to you!
Not live to regret this.
I shall wait.
If we're to destroy this, it will have to be from the other side.
Plainly speaking, 'tis a bother.
mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I see you cannot manage without me for a moment, Arisen.
Shall fall!
'Tis easily done. Prepare yourself!
Shall come to you. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? On my way!
Ice's sting is yours to wield.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Batal is not a friendly place for pawns. Each gaze we encounter feels more unjustly vicious than the last.
You have my fullest confidence. There is aught I would ask of you. My thanks. You have my gratitude. Pray, take this with my sincerest gratitude.
There's no small wonder that ox carts have arisen. I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Impeccably timed, Arisen.
Come to you.
If you wish it, I shall not move from this spot.
I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings.
worlds uncountable created, only to be snuffed out like candles by the cold breath of oblivion. Eventually, the Great Will tired of witnessing this. It sought to overturn oblivion by granting unto it a role, a duty, an identity. I speak of the dragon. By the Great Will does the dragon create a cycle, allowing it to forestall the end of this world time and time again. Yes, Larissa, this world has been safeguarded by the dragon all along. You yourself were chosen to form a part of this cycle. The Arisen is selected by the Great Will to play the role of the dragon's counterpart. That is how this world is built. Dragon serves to continue the cycle, and the Arisen exists to evolve it. This is the true meaning of the dragon's law. Once, everyone in this world had a law to obey. For a well-crafted tale has no excess, there must be a reason for each character's inclusion. Yet, this means that should even one of these characters stray from their assigned role, the tale entire will unravel. And if it does, their world will end. Such is the choice you have made, Arisen. By rejecting your own duty in this world, you have looked all these opportunities to fulfill the roles they were assigned. The Horns are no exception. Born on nothing aside, they were out of the world, aiding the perpetuation of the cycle. Yet, left to the dragon, that role has been unwritten. Only nothingness awaits them now.
Tis clear to me now, Arisen. I am no longer a mere vessel. Your great will has imbued me with a lesser will of my own. Will is power. 'Tis the means to shape the world as one desires. Oblivion fades. This tale's end has been unwritten. My heart, it aches. A new world comes. A new tale is set to unfold. Yet, it seems
I will not be there to watch.